a spontaneous, very brief live stream. Hello, my friends. This is going to be a live stream for my fellow content creators and leaders who have a message to share with the world. Hi, dear ones, it's Katerina Satori. I just wanted to share with you some ideas that may be helpful for you if you have a message that you want to share with the world. You have a story of transformation that you know can help others. You have wisdom to share. You have practices to offer the world, right? All of that. I wanted to offer you a brief contemplation. I'm going to go to my healing room while more people are joining. Okay. This one. I just came back from incredible workshop on how to work with subconscious mind blocks and inner conflict between your conscious desire and your subconscious resistance. And I support a lot of visionary leaders and my fellow wisdom teachers who have online communities. And they all understand that visibility with your message is the way we reach the people whom we can really support and inspire and uplift. And sometimes my students and my clients share with me how sometimes it's challenging for them. Maybe inspiration is missing, or they lose the momentum with their camera presence or video expression. And when that happens, sometimes it's really tough to get the momentum back, right? And we can experience stress just even thinking about being on camera. It can be very, very stressful. This is probably the number one reason that I see a lot of people shy away from expressing their voice on video, is because they feel stressed even with an idea of that. So I wanted to offer you some perspectives that can be supportive, because I've been on the video for the last 8 years consistently. So I have quite a bit of experience and a lot of practice that created that sort of comfort. I'm very comfortable on camera. It's very easy for me to do. There is no stress. There is no worry about it, right? So, but it wasn't like that right away. I remember my very first videos, they were clunky, and I think all of us begin that way. None of us is great on camera right away. 0 people, unless you have a training and unless you have experience or consistency. It just takes practice, and it takes, as I call them, reps, being on the video over and over again. So what I wanted to offer you is a mental reframe of how to get into that consistency with camera, right? Because you may know that you need to just get an experience and be on the video and share your voice and share your message. But if you feel that inner resistance, I would offer you this inner alignment process. When I first started being visible on camera, I had my little tripod set up in the room. And every time I would come home, I would see my little tripod. And at that time, we didn't have the live streams. We just had regular videos. And I had my camera set up, and I would just sit and talk to the camera without recording. I would condition my mind and my subconscious mind to be more and more at ease of simply being with the camera. And the second piece of that, I really saw that video is a way for me to establish a real connection with my viewers, right? So I really felt like if somebody is watching, no matter how many people are watching, how many people will be watching the replay, I really could feel the energy of that person who will receive this message, this insight, this inspiration. And something about energetically connecting, right? First, you just imagine, right? You imagine the connection. You imagine somebody is on the other side of the video, and you imagine what would it look like to feel their energy? What would it look like to really connect to that soul? And then hi everyone, whoever is joining me. I am giving a voice of how to transform stress that sometimes a lot of people have around being visible on a camera. Whenever we feel stress that is unresolved, what are we going to do? We're simply going to avoid an activity that creates a perception of stress, right? I like to use the metaphor of, for example, online dating, right? Online dating is a reality of a modern life, right? And I remember the first time I ventured out into online dating, actually putting my profile online and making myself visible to pretty much entire state that I live in, right? It created a lot of inner stress in my system. You know, I felt exposed, I felt vulnerable, and I just wanted to run away and hide. So if you feel like that with the video, I want you to know, I know exactly how that feels. And the second you begin to work with changing your perception of what this experience can be, you know, letting go of these hidden expectations of the worst. I think what a lot of people struggle with being visible online is this fear of being judged, right? Fear of being judged, or fear of being, misunderstood or whatnot. We have all these stories, right, that get in the way of us sharing our message online. So what helps me every single time is the inner alignment, right? Inner alignment. And to come to this, realization inside my heart that a video is a bridge of connection. It's not something that I use like to perform or to impress or even to have any agenda, but it's a bridge of connection and a unique medium of connection. I often talk about one of my role models and inspiring teachers, Wayne Dyer, or very, very well-known yogi, Yogananda, who in their times, when they were sharing their voice and their soul calling, they didn't have access to a video. It didn't exist. So they had to go through a lot more limitation and obstacles, right? They were writing letters, they were publishing articles and brochures. Imagine that was available, and speaking on radio stations. And, whenever I shift my attitude to gratitude, to really appreciate the unique opportunity that video gives us to establish a communication, establish a connection, share our voice, get better in expressing our perspectives, our insights, our life experience, right? And to find gratitude for that opportunities. When we are in gratitude, the stress just kind of dissolves on its own. We shift the perception of what we're experiencing. So that's probably my number one tip. If you struggle with being visible online because even the idea of being on camera stresses you out, I know a lot of people for whom that's a real challenge. Just know that you're not alone, and you may get to look into your beliefs. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. You see, being on a live video, you just see the experience of a live person with you. But a number one suggestion I would offer is to look into your deep beliefs around visibility, around video, around your perception of how you're being received, right? And if you have a coach or a mentor or a friend who can hold space for you when you do this inquiry, it's incredibly healing. It's incredibly healing. I work with people on all kind of topics. Sometimes people come to me because they are ready to leave the struggle behind and they desire to be in flow, right? Or they crave the spaciousness that they see me experiencing, but they deep inside they feel incredible anxiety around having more free time after they spend 2 decades of living these overworked lives, right? So to have somebody who can hold space for you and can say, let's inquire into these deeper beliefs and let's find the inner conflict between your conscious desire and a subconscious resistance, right? It's so liberating. It's so liberating. As I shared in the beginning of this video, I've built my entire business. I've built my community and met my allies, met incredible friends and companions of destiny, as I call them, all through sharing my videos online. And until this point, I probably have created several hundreds of live streams. If you want to see my live stream archive, you can go to my Facebook account and click on videos and you will just see pages and pages of videos. But each video helped me find my style, right? We each have a unique style of expression that is unique to us. And I remember the very beginning of me learning to find my style, I was imitating my role models. So the majority of us will start with modeling after or imitating those that we admire. And we don't really trust our own style. It's so natural to find yourself there. But with more practice and more experience, you begin to kind of stumble upon the uniqueness of your expression or uniqueness how your energy is coming through, right? And you begin to trust it more and more and more. It's not going to happen overnight. We don't get masterful overnight in anything worth pursuing. It's a sort of a cumulative effect. So I like to give my students and clients playful challenges, like, for example, do 7 days of live streams challenge, or do 21 days of reels, or do 5 YouTube videos. And the reason why I offer that playful challenge is to help somebody ignite the momentum. Sometimes the most challenging thing for people is when they lose the momentum with their expression. They don't even know how to reignite it again, right? Have you ever been there? Maybe you lost momentum with your writing, or maybe you lost momentum with your business, right? And it feels like you are at a stop and you don't know what can ignite that momentum again. So giving yourself a playful challenge can boost and reignite your momentum. And the most powerful perspective is to let go of attachment to a particular outcome, right? Because when we are attached, we're not really present with the moment. But if we stay playful and open and curious, we will grow in our expression, in our connection with our viewers, with our community, and all these unexpected blessings that can come. So this contemplation came about because I am preparing for training my mastermind clients on visibility and on camera confidence, because every single visionary, every single leader who has a message at one point or another will come to this realization that video is probably the number one way of getting that message to a bigger community, right? It's so intimate, it's so powerful, and you can make it, you can make it in your own way so that it really reflects your style. So to conclude everything I share, the number one thing that stops people from shining their authentic expression on a video is hidden stress, right? Hidden stress within. So to address that is the number one step to open up your expression. And then the second one is to establish this energetic friendliness with camera in your own unique way, as I described a little bit earlier in this video. And if you are looking for support and assistance on how to shine on camera, how to bring your message, just reach out to me. And I have many ways I support people in this process. We can do some work in aligning your beliefs, transforming your stress around the camera. We can do it in a few sessions, or if you desire to travel to California and spend the transformational day with me, I offer those experiences as well. And it's very, very liberating and an incredible amount of growth. And then you develop the superpower of authentically sharing your voice online, share and magnetizing your ideal clients, students, supporters, all through the medium of video. A truly unique opportunity that would be really wise to lean into, in spite of stress, in spite of fear, in spite of reservations, in spite of any self-doubt. Learning to embrace the video can be another way of liberating yourself into the truth and beauty of your unique expression. I hope this was helpful and inspiring to you, and I'll see you very soon.